Hello, it's me James and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the top 3, or at least my go-to top 3 duplication glitches in the latest version of the game. That is right, and the latest version is the 1.21.81 version. So, are you ready? I'm ready. Let's jump on into this. Now, I was going to create a new world, but I'll just go on to one of my existing worlds. Now, this world is primarily in survival. However, it has had creative turned on. That does not matter, though. You do not need to be in creative. The only reason I am being in creative is to get a bunch of items to show you the duplication glitches. So, one of my favorite glitches and my go-to would involve a chest and a bunch of items like this. Preferably a full chest is the best. So let's go ahead and fill up my inventory with a bunch of items. Again, I am going in creative for the purpose of the video. You do not need to go in creative. You should have items that you want to duplicate in survival. At least I hope. So we're just going to get a random bunch of items. I would say the most efficient way to do this one would be with full shulker boxes. Let's get some different color ones. And yeah, the most efficient way would be with full shulker boxes. However, I'm just doing this with a number of different items to show you you can do it with any item in the game. This, of course, is an any item duplication glitch. To set up this glitch, you will need a chest, a little bit like this, and it's placed down already in front of me. And you will also need a bunch of items that you want to duplicate. It is simply as simple as that. Again, you're only going to be able to duplicate a full inventory. I've got a load more items that I don't need. So, yeah, I'm just going to get rid of those very quickly so no one gets confused. And once you've got your items that you want to duplicate, again, you're only going to be able to duplicate a full inventory with this specific one. I mean, feel free to try more. You've got your chest on the ground. You are going to want to save and quit like this. Again, this is very much time-based, so if you don't duplicate your items, it's probably because you got the timing wrong. This will work on every device available on every platform. So as soon as we join in the game again, we are going to want to throw the items inside the chest a little bit like this, and you are going to want to remove 8 to 11 blocks. I always go I can't even remember what I always go, so I'm going to go with 8 blocks and exit out on the 9th, just because that's how I think I've always remembered doing it that way. And then we are going to rejoin the game. For some reason, my computer went a little bit funny then. Just got to wait to rejoin the game. This is not part of the video. Kind of annoying. Yeah, my computer's gone a little bit. I have no idea why I can't rejoin. Alright, we're finally rejoining. Again, I'll cut that bit out. Some people might think I'm doing some funny business, but I'm most definitely not. My computer completely froze. I have no idea why. Let's join back the world that we just exited out of. Now, remember, this could be different on different devices. Some devices faster, some devices slower. Is it me, or is that background moving incredibly fast? So, long story short, you should have the items in your inventory, and you should have all the items in your chest as well. Again, I did not do any funny business there, like editing or stuff that people accuse me of. My computer just froze, so I didn't want to prolong the video and make you wait through the freeze. List, we have got one of my personal favorite duplication glitches, and that is, of course, the bundle glitch. This one actually has been mentioned in a Fitz MC video. I know, crazy. What happened to my skin? Dude, that scared me. Anyway, what we're going to do is essentially duplicate the contents of a bundle. This could be anything you put inside a bundle. And for me, I'm using stackable items, okay? That means the items that I'm putting inside all amount to 64 items. You could have 64 of the same items, or you can have 64 items that are stackable and all different. Alternatively, you could actually have one pair of stackable item or non-stackable item. Yeah, nearly got that wrong. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to throw this on the floor. First, what I would do is save and quit. This is going to make the game remember this point in time. Now, if you do this correctly and you get your timing right, you should be able to rinse and repeat this duplication glitch. It is very, very good, very simple. So what we're going to do, join the game and throw the contents of the bundle on the floor, and then we are going to remove 8 to 10 blocks. So how many blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then on this one we should exit out of the game. Again, it could be slightly off because of that zombie, but it doesn't matter. I'll just go with it. I mean, it doesn't work every time if you don't get the timing right. Again, I have no idea what this is. Let's go ahead and join the world. So yeah, this is a very much time-based glitch. It does work on every single device. So you can see now, as I've joined the game, we've got the bundle and the items on the floor. We can essentially rinse and repeat this, and then once again, break out 8 to 10 blocks. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go out on the 9th. Or as I'm breaking the 10th. Again, I think it's 8 to 11. I think I said 8 to 10, but 8 to 11 blocks should be good. Alternatively, you can just test out a time that works better for you. If you do find a better time on a specific device, feel free to let us know in the comments below. So when I join this time, again, we should have the bundle and its contents, and we should also have the items on the floor. So what we're going to do this time is do it one final time. And just to show you that this really does work on a rinse and repeat kind of way. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And of course, well, I did a little bit more than I wanted to. Hopefully it doesn't break it or anything. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I've showed you it works a couple of times. So the overall idea is that this one works. So you don't really have to save and quit and and do all that stuff. This one, you just kind of have to exit, join back, do the glitch, and then, yeah, carry on. The only thing I would mention about throwing items on the floor is you do have a 5-minute limit before those items start despawning. So it would be a good idea to somewhat pick up those items before you do the glitch again. Again, you know what? We'll just do it one more time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'll exit out on the 10th. Now, remember, this could change depending on how many items you've got. So say like you're only throwing one item out, that's going to be a lot quicker than throwing a bunch of items out, if that makes sense. So just bear that in mind as well. Again, the time could change. Although there is definitely going to be at least one person saying, yeah, this doesn't work. Blah, blah, blah. To be honest, I don't care anymore. They definitely work. I'm showing you right here, right now, and this is definitely going faster. For some reason, I kind of like that speed. I'm not going to lie. Oh, alright, no. We didn't actually duplicate the items that time. So the time I was saying it definitely works all the time. Again, we didn't duplicate the items, but we have got 4 lots of duplicated items, as you can see. We just didn't get the items back in our bundle. And that, my friends, is the bundle glitch. I will leave that somewhat it not working in the video as well, just to show that, you know what, everyone makes mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Dude, where are all these zombies coming from? Let's get on to the third duplication glitch. Right, so for the third duplication glitch, we're jumping on to my realm. So for anyone that says that I'm not in a realm, I've literally just joined my realm. Like, yes, I'm in a realm, and it's not loading properly. So, I can't move. Why can't I move? I literally cannot move in my realm right now. I have no idea. There we go. So, right, for the third duplication glitch, I'm going to show you how to duplicate stacked items. For this one, you are going to need 65 of the item you want to duplicate. Alright, I've got a bunch of items on me anyway, so I'll show you how to do this. Now, if this does not work in the overworld, you are going to have to go on through to the Nether. Again, I don't make the rules. Just try it, alright? Try it before you comment saying, it don't work. It don't work. Go to the Nether. I'm going right now. Although it does work sometimes in the overworld. So, I mean, try it in both. You might find out it works for you in the overworld. So, I'm going in the Nether. I won't cut it just to show you that I'm going in the Nether. Not that that matters. So once we are in the Nether, we can proceed to do the glitch. So this one, there is 2 variants of it, alright? I'm going to show you 2 different variants. One is very OP, you can do multiple items at the same time. But for the first one, which I would say is somewhat the easiest, you are going to want 65 of the items, as I've already mentioned. And we are going to throw the singular item on the floor. You are then going to need some other items to fill up your inventory. So what we're going to do is hover over this item, and we're essentially going to pick up that item and hold everything at the same time. So we've got no room to pick that up, but the way you do this is open your inventory. We're going to hover over the 64 that we've already got, and then we're going to close the inventory at the exact same time. And this should allow us to pick up that item. So if I go on this right now, I'm actually holding the 64, as you can see. And I've also got that diamond in my inventory. So, yeah, pretty good. You can use this as an extra item holding glitch with a shulker box, but you can't duplicate the shulker boxes. Here we go. So I'm going to do this part again, pick it up, and all you're going to want to do is simply save and quit. Is it me, or is the Nether got a little bit louder? I have no idea, but that was kind of loud. Have they done something to the sound? I'm definitely not here. I'm definitely not in Southern England. Why have they doxed everyone? Anyway, we're joining back to the realm, as you can see. And now instead of 1 stack, I've actually got 2 stacks of diamonds. And that is the first version of that duplication glitch. Now we can somewhat make this a lot more OP by getting ourselves 9 different stacks of items, which I've handily got in my inventory already. Additionally, you could do this with the same item. You just rename them. I don't know, diamond block 1, diamond block 2, diamond block 3. Just make sure this is diamond block 1. These 2 are diamond block 2, diamond block 3, and obviously they need to be the same block. But for the purpose of the video, I'm going to be doing it with 9 different items. You're going to want a crafting table. Again, if this duplication glitch does not work for you, join the Nether. Yeah, and it'll probably work for you. Again, let's do this. So we're going to go into the crafting table. We're simply going to want to put the stacks of 64 inside the crafting table like this, and get them all in. That's the hard bit done. Now you're going to want to fill up your inventory like that, so you've got no more room. At this stage, we're going to want to exit out of the game. So force exit. That could be different on different devices. Again, there's no time base involved in this, so just make sure that you know how to exit out your device before you attempt it. And now we are going to join back the realm, and instead of having 65 of each item, we'll have 2 stacks. So that is probably the most OP dupe in the game at the minute, I would say. Again, I'm definitely not here. Definitely not here. What? Definitely not being doxed by Realms right now. This is annoying. Anyway, we've joined, and as you can see, I now have 64 in my inventory, which we only had 1 of before. And when I go into the crafting table, we've got 64 in there as well. Now, if you somewhat put these 64 and left 1 in your inventory in a chest before opening the crafting table, you can rinse and repeat this method, and yeah, do it as many times as you want. But that is the duplication glitches, or my top 3 duplication glitches. Super easy, super simple. And yeah, basically I'm just going to get rid of the items that I've duplicated, because I actually don't duplicate on my own, believe it or not, because everything is just so easy to get. So I'm going to throw all these in the lava. And that, my friends, is all I've got time for today. I do hope that this helps you out in your worlds. I will catch you on the next one.